Yeah, it's time for EMEA Master. Everybody's trying to send Looter over to your get over to your game, Looter. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. This is like not expert day. Looter is not playing on this team yet. You gotta wait one more season. We've got Bread kind of filling in those big shoes right now. Here, we'll just go ahead and take a quick look at this. Lunar is in chat because it is not quite old enough, y'all. It's not quite old enough. Still has a little bit of time, but you know, the rest of the squad's still gonna go do their thing. Bread filling in those shoes for now. No real changes from Veltto. Honestly, that's the only change I believe out of Supershy. Coming in is that both teams making their debut here in Master. Here, let's go look at some standings real quick before we get into this. Supershy coming in 1-1. Which is interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of teams. Okay, so they're actually playing their third match. Interesting. Okay. Veltto also coming in 1-1. And I believe that one is TA. Oh, that's what it is. It's TA dropping out, gave everybody a free match. That's what it is. They haven't played their second match yet. It's TA dropping out, gave everybody a free win. So Veltto and Supershy are 0-1 from at least the first game. First game of the week, that is. Oasis pick here out of Veltto. We're gonna get a Juno ban out of Veltto here to kick things off alongside that Oasis pick. So synergy should not be an issue for either of these teams. Now, as I say that, I mean, of course, playing around your tank is probably the most important aspect of any squad. So, you know, we'll see Supershy trying to lock in with a new tank after playing with Lunar all year long. Okay, now I got game. Good luck in your game, Lunar. I wasn't sure if Scared of Women was playing today or not, right? This is not your default expert day. I couldn't remember if they had a game today or not. Reaper Band coming through from Supershy. Of course, Supershy having that spectacular run through Season 4. Went 21-0 all the way through and winning the grand final. So, the loss for Supershy earlier this week is the first loss this team has had in FACEIT League in 2025. You know, a team that is certainly used to being on the W side of things. I mean, it's probably a good habit to let me be putting links to other streamers in the chat. I mean, I don't really mind when it's, you know, other people streaming past the pro and stuff. You know, that's just high tide raises all ships. Let's get as many of these matches streamed out there as possible. I think it's awesome that Ewan is stepping up and co-streaming more and kind of going into the content creation realm now. But yeah, that's probably still good practice to let the streamer put links to other streamers in the chat. So no worries, Power. No worries. Okay. Let's get into this bad boy. Veltto coming out with Yukage on the Orisa. This is going to be a bit of a bread and butter. And with the Orisa coming more and more into meta, we could absolutely favor Veltto here in the start of this Season 5. My first look at Bread. He's got a Lucio Curie to back up this Winston, so he's going to have to play, perhaps a little safer, a little different. You can see a little bit more of a poke Winston at the moment. Now he's going to make a move into the back line using the bubble, but so many guns pointed at Bread. And, hey, you know what? Yukage is the one that falls. Monkey outlasts the horse there in the damage exchange, and we're going to get first cap over to Supershy. Oh, Libby able to find Phil. They're anxious to see Libby on this here. Libby just had such an insane performance for Season 4. There you go. An awesome bolo. Yanks everybody together for his swift execution in that fight. And Libby looking outstanding on the Freya. Great start here for Supershy. 2 fights in, 40% on the board. Actually meant to go to E, believe it or not. A rush to push in. Ranch is going to have their own bolo shot here directly. I'm trying to work around, kind of cut off the retreat. But immediately, Raizu's going to come back in, counter punch. Bread's able to steal some room. Rice is able to find a kill on the Yukage. Bread jumps up to at least deny any Colat kills on the pulse bomb. He's able to top back up. J9 sticks theirs onto Veil. Supershy maintain control. 83% on the board and counting. And Bread has been able to stay quite aggressive. You know, where I mean, Kiriko absolutely has a lot less heals per second. I mean, just as far as raw numbers than Inanna. So Bread's been playing around this very well. As I say, that goes leaping back in. Bubbling off the supports. You can moving in through coast side. That was a bolo from Libby doing a bulk of damage. Bread's gonna go and see if they can find the kill. Sound barrier down. Lucio will not get the same opportunity into this fight. Yukage falls trying to throw their terror surge on the point. Bread cleans up, and this is gonna be a swift 100-0 to start things off. Great opener for Supershy. Where is it? Where is it? It should be in line with that. Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
No changes compositionally from either side. Oh, as I say that, J9 just pull off the Genji. You can see a little bit of the extra projectile speed, but, you know, reload comes in a couple of shots quicker. Oh, Lucio. Picks off Bread. Bread goes down super low. I didn't catch Bread falling so low so fast. That was a quick execution in first cap on the first today here, at least, from Yukage and the rest of Veltto. Oh, that boot from Arshvin did push Lucio all the way off the side. Beloved, no chance. I thought they might be able to, like, hit that back pillar, but nope. They end up all the way down. Obstacle here with some super shot logos in chat. Love to see it. Love to see it. Rice here with a bit of a lead in the Kitsune Rush department. Other than that, it's going to be a couple of bolos here to start things off. Looks like fight rotating towards coast side. At least all of Supershy rotating towards coast side. Seven leaves the objective open. We are going to get the drop down from Rice, throwing the Kitsune Rush directly on top of Yukage, and here comes all of Supershy converging onto the tank. Suzu used to try to get them out. Ryan Chisholm going down, trying to get their bolo into it. And then Libby's able to win the bolo war. And with a beautiful flank, 5 dollar the back line. Ooh, that stick might just be the end of Yukage. They're able to run away with 1 health, get the mega, but still just too much pressure coming in. We'll get the, you know, late kills from Supershy, 58% and counting on the board. Beat Blade combo here from Supershy for the next fight. See how aggressive they want to be with this. There is a sound barrier on the other side, and if they love it able to time it right, they could, you know, could devalue both ultimates. Could get a 2-for-1 trade here on the sound barrier. Oh, or you can just find J9 early. Now, we do still have Bread with a primal rage, so they should be able to stall this back, stall this out long enough for J9 to get back. And that's the question of not losing people in the meantime, and it's Arshvin who is in fact going to go down before the Genji can return with the blade. Great play out of Ollie to recognize that. Recognize that win con here in the fight. Now the Terrorsters throw it in, and that's going to be the end of the Winton. Well played fight out of Veltto. Great recognition of the conditions of that fight. Now we're going to get a late Beat Blade combo. The Bolo's thrown in with it. Suzu to help Yukich get down and escape to the Mega. Even the Fortify was used, and it's still not going to be enough. I mean, that's 3 ults to take the Orisa out of the fight. Now Ryan's trying to respond. Trades out there with J9. You can try to return on Winston. They love it trying to stall, but that is going to be it. Winston will get a touch, but they're jumping right into a rush. And Supershy are 5 strong on the point. It'll be a 2-0 as Oasis goes to Supershy. Good start to the series. Get that point on the board. There we go. Hey, I mean, so far, any questions of synergy with, you know, Brett coming in on tank? I think have been answered out of the gate. You know, so far, so good. At least they're on Oasis. We'll see how things go on Suravasa with Freya banned out coming in from Veltto. Plug that in for you. Keep an eye on those Pretz. Jada dropping the question mark. Raisu and Libby go deathless there in map 1. 2 apiece down the board for the rest of the squad there from Supershy. Dominant performance. Libby also with most damage. I mean, wow, what a map. 19-0 at 10k damage from Libby. Oh, was that a deflect onto the Bolo? Oh, I was wondering what happened there. Good catch. Good catch. Lucio Band coming in from Supershy. Beginning to Suravasa. Let's get into map 2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint. Mark it.
Both Flex AVS players opting for, well, I mean, both teams opting for the Soj with the Genji here. Obviously, the Freya has been banned out by Veltto. Trying to nerf Libby a little bit, but I mean, Libby is quite proficient here in the Soj, and you're getting J9 and one of theirs, if not their absolute best hero as well. DPS not feeling hamstrung whatsoever. Swift, crispy first take of market here from Supershy. All right, Yukich with the hazard swap. He's called Effin. I only go by the names they give me. If you want to be called something, then put that in either your FACEIT league name or your in-game tag. Otherwise, don't blame me for getting it wrong. I'm sorry, but if you give 3 different names, it's not on me, all right? It's not on me. This fight is just kind of all over the place. Just a leap in from Yukich. J9 has been off the point this entire time, wreaking havoc. Yukich obviously is going to get dismantled in the 1v4 trying to stall the point. Kind of into ruins. We are going to have Kitsune rushes available. With Raisu just a little bit ahead, I don't know if they've recognized this. I doubt it. It's too close to be able to bet on the other team not having it. So, an interesting little 2-3 split out of the gate, especially considering the Kitsune rush in the pocket. Raisu, whoo, scrambling to find a swift step target. Gets out with 7 health. First cap does go to Supershy here. I mean, what can I say? I guess it's just a Texas thing, Matty. Hey, Nathan Moon comes through with a tier 1. Thank you so much. Huge tier 1 sub. Really appreciate that. All right. Consider rush once again trying to approach this point. 50% already on the board for Supershy. Oh, he's starting to wait around. Eventually, he's going to throw this Kitsune, but it's far outside the objective. Then the downpour thrown onto the objective, but Supershy is doing a good job of kind of huddling up inside their own orbital. Ooh! Weaving a shot right past the wall. Libby's able to find Yukich, put an end to this fight. Ollie able to trade out one on the way out. Little parting gift, but it's still going to be a 2-0. Can't wait to hear your Korean. I would love to learn Korean. I started doing a Duolingo or whatever to learn Korean. I grew up in Taekwondo, so like I used to be like when I was a kid, I could count to 10 and knew quite a few words, but I forgot all that. Hey, again, I mean, I've shown 17 different names, all right? I will do my best to get it right. But, okay, I will go with effin'. I will go with effin'. I mean, obviously, I want to get it right. I really do. I mean, I'm memeing a little bit. I do want to get it right. I mean, you know, just like Veltto wants to get it right here on Suravasa. Finally able to put together a good fight and get some percentage. All right, let's lock in for this next one. Brett on the eraser with the Terror Surge. Where's the Levy sliding into? Ooh, okay. Keeping an eye on the opposite. Ollie there in the back line? Or was... Oh, it was Veil. Yeah, you can hear Veil threatening here from the left side of Raisu. Brett running onto the point. Raisu's going to dash in up to the top of the stairs. Brett's going to find at least one with that Terror Surge. Looks like some ghost damage was done to Yukich as well. Libby's able to find effing out of the sky as they were trying to top everybody up, trying to keep Yukich alive through it, but it was just an insurmountable task. Supershy flip guards back over, take control of the third flashpoint. Shannon holding down the center fountain area. Veltto approaching. Has the pull. Says, yeah, I'll say it. If you get the swift step out, Kiriko's certainly the target. Yeah, I say that. Libby comes in with an OC, made themselves prime target, but they're able to dodge it. Even find the kill on the Veil before popping the overclock. Rusty holding down left side. It's going to put the orbital right over the objective, but it is just a bloodbath. Mostly because of J9 cutting through everybody with this katana. Yuki's fighting one on the Raisu at the very end, the last bastion of hope, but unfortunately, the silver lining fades away for Veltto. Supershy take a swift 3-0. Move up to match point in the series. I've got the anti-UK Oasis cheeseburger. That's kind of interesting. Both Supershy and Scared of Women had the same Lucio Freya bands for the same map, too. Interesting indeed. Runasapi picked from Veltto here for map 3 with an Orisa band out this time. Interesting. I mean, we saw Yukich going into the Orisa here. Maybe try to force something different. Maybe force a JQ. Take a look at some stats there from map 2. They see, now that's how I miss invites. Like, when the invite comes through right at the same time as the crescendo in the song and it kind of disguises itself in the song, I had to go double check that that was actually an invite. That is how I miss invites, damn it. J9 with 0 deaths in that map. 18-0. Limit doesn't quite sneak away with top damage. That honor goes to Bread. I'm sorry, Hope Stackle. I know. Trying to do a lot of things at once here, okay? I don't always get it perfect. I'm sorry. My apologies to J9. All right, we're getting into Runasapi. Very curious to see what Veltto's plan is after that Orisa ban. You could going over to the hazard. Okay. That makes more sense. So we're going to go back into the hazard versus the Winston. Bread quite dominant in the Winston. Back on map 1 of Oasis. But the Hazard combined with Veil. Good opener here. Really able to sneak in. So it looks like Wrench got a little bit of damage into that fight as well, but does get picked. See Bread leaping in from coastal side after that kill, but finds himself swarmed here. First fight will go in earnest over to Veltto. We're doing it with a little bit of flank over there. Veil's ready to catch it. Meanwhile, it's still in the neutral. As Veltto looking to win their second fight, trying to get this an early checkpoint. But gonna have to get past these sight lines. I mean, when he's got anybody who turns that corner on lock, look at all the darts flying into Yukic's face. When he wants to get aggressive, see if they can finish it off alongside Raisu. They will find that kill. Yukic's just not able to get out. I mean, we did a little bit of that with the co-streaming last weekend. You can, the FACEIT watch, you can watch a couple of different POVs kind of at the same time and kind of choose between them and stuff. We were using that for our co-stream last weekend. It's okay, Maddie. We're not correcting you. We're building on the information. We're building on the information you already provide. Okay, no, I'm being, yeah, no, it was a correction. Yeah. Consider Rush oddly thrown in the same direction for both of our squads, trying to maximize his use of this long street. Looks like Raisu and J-Down are the ones coming up on top at it. Look like Veltto just kind of ended up surrounded from the get-go out of that one. Supershy push out and are able to kind of push out, emerge, and surround. Rush to protect against Veil. J9 up helping with the assault. Ooh, good Suzu. They're protecting against the stick, but Brett's still able to find a pick. And you can quickly focus down at the beginning of the fight once again. Brett does throw a, you know, a suboptimal bubble there, just trying to get out of the window, but Carr continues to push forward, and despite being 4 strong, Veltto don't really have the punching power to push back in just yet. Now Ollie going down just as Yukich just returns. And Supershy are just systematically picking this apart now. Hey, come on, give me some Livy Pop. We are starting to get the ult coming online as you hear the bullet shot coming in from Reich. Sound barrier invested as well, and that should be enough to flip this. Nothing invested from Supershy though. They hold on to all of their check marks through that fight. Happy, content with their 60-meter lead and checkpoint picked up. Pakul, thank you for the follow. Yuki's just got flung into space. And it's just getting focused down. The first of every fight. All guns are just pointed at Yuki. The moment they try to get anything done, not letting the Hazard have any room to work, not get into that rhythm, you know, to build that sustain and start finding those quick picks in the fight. Moment that Hazard's head pokes through, Yuki's just getting destroyed. Looks like Yuki's taking a page out of their own book, just decides to focus down the Winston as opposed to trying to dive too far in, and this time it works out. It was a well-placed wall to block some heals, and Ollie coming up with some good picks here on the end of the fight. Nice. 3 Ps there for Ollie in that fight. Okay, signs of life here out of Veltto. Still 5 minutes left to go. Supershy still with all of their check marks. Does not spend a single thing in that fight. Brett does pop the primal early in this one, not getting focused this time. We're actually able to strike back, though. Gets one with the bolo shot. Oh, but with Evan falling so late, that Soundmaker might have been a turning point. A tipping point, rather. That fight was so close until Evan goes down. And Supershy kind of able to come out on top, regroup on the bot. Nice joint dive in. Wow, that was a flash of tracers and explosions, and it left with no Lucios on the battlefield. Supershy cleaned up in the dust. Walk away with the bot once it settles. I love the approach. I love how, I mean, Yukich dives in, like, kind of masking Veil's approach, like, in the blinks. Very coordinated, simultaneous push to get that stick in. But unfortunately for Veltto, you know, J9's just able to do the same. Oh, and finds Lucio again. J9 has just got Effen's number here. And it's making it so difficult for Veltto to find any leg to stand on. You can shout on the bot going, hey, where'd everybody go? Avril Theory incoming. The team with the most points wins. I believe it's Avril Theory. Libby just continues to be a menace on this, on the Freya. And we've had ultimates in the pocket, and it feels like Effen and Yukich just not finding a chance to use them, not getting set up to use them. I mean, a lot of it, you know, courtesy of Supershy, keeping them off balance. But it's just more and more time getting eaten off the clock, and, you know, it's Supershy coming out every time on this stalemate. Veil goes in looking for a place to put the pulse and finds himself surrounded. Brett does get caught in the downpours. Yukich finally is able to invest that in. The sound barrier is late. Yukich does not get saved. Effen can't drop the beat in time. The BPM's too slow, too sluggish. We needed something more upbeat. Veil will deliver. Dropping the bombs on to Libby. Good catch onto Arshvin up top. Being able to deny a sound barrier from Supershy into this fight. And Veltto take control with about 2 minutes to go. Still plenty of time to swing this one around. That sound barrier from Arshvin could be a problem, though. You're going to have Kitsune Rush is matched on top of each other. Raizu's been spectacular with him. Yukich is immediately going to try to hunt down the Kiriko. So Raizu wastes no time throwing that ultimate into the fight. Fortunately, J9 gets caught by the jagged wall. Good shots laid on the Yukich, and Raizu is right there for the finish. Arshvin's sound barrier ends up being late. Or, actually, excuse me, other way around. Ollie's Kitsune Rush ends up being late, is what I was intending to say. We were watching Supershy Pov there. Yeah, Supershy come out on top, and that sound barrier actually ended up being a massive, the difference maker that I thought it could be. Supershy start the fight, and they close the fight. You can just get focused out on the front line. I feel like Libby's just doing so much damage. Brett did fall, so Supershy just content. Drop the bot, fall back, wait for their tank. Effen does have a significant sound barrier late. And they're gonna need it. Veltto do not have the checkpoint yet. They have a long road ahead of them, and they're going to lose range early in this fight. Bolo shot from Libby is going to be the end of this one. Bread with a celebratory primal rage for the cleanup. And Supershy will once again take a victory over Veltto, reclaiming their dub from Season 4, moving up to 2-1. 2-1 here in Season 5. Picking up right where they left off in Season 4. Zabilla, thank you for the follow. Give me some stats for map 3. There they are. Still fairly one-sided. And Libby looking just monstrous. Just monstrous on that Freya. Will once again take top damage here. 19 and 4 with just under 9k damage. Had top damage in the first map by a country mile. Went 19 and 0 there on Oasis. With 3,500 more damage than anybody else in the lobby. Just barely get snuck out of top damage by Bread in map 2. But otherwise, top damage every single map. Spectacular series from Libby and Supershy in general. Libby goes, that's 19 and 19 is 38. Plus 16 is going to be 38, 40, 54. So 54 and 6 on the day there from Libby. Roughly 26k damage total. Great performance there from Supershy. I think I'd have to give Libby player of the match just based on those stats. GG, Brett. Good to see you in action. Good to see you play. Or if I've seen you play before, good to be reminded. Good to be reminded of your play. I don't think so. GG's. GG's all around.